I was gonna come up here and try to kill some rabbits with my pistol, but I think I've got a new video idea. So tonight, me and my cousin Luke, we're gonna be trying to do some coyote hunting. I'm sure I'll probably film that. But I gotta go scout out some areas because I've trapped, over here before, but it's been a few years since I have actually set some traps up in here. So I don't mind. I'm also still seeing if I can find a rabbit, but I'm gonna find some spots where we're gonna set these traps, and then I'm gonna go slide over here and see if I can kill a rabbit. But yeah, over here ain't looking like a bad spot, but I don't know about it. Now somewhere over here, I could definitely see me setting trap up over here. But there's a little creek down here, and I'm definitely gonna have to smack a trap down there because I've been seeing a lot of footprints. I'm sure a lot of stuff comes over here. There just ain't no mud. I like to see footprints, so I'm just kind of going off this. Yeah, there's like little craters and basements. I'll probably slap a cage trap right here and throw a dog-proof trap in that creek, and we'll probably call that good. Now, I have reason to believe that there's some fox over here. I might look into that another day, but I'm off on Thanksgiving break, so. Looking around over here in this area where I'm gonna set that cage trap, and look what I found. A footprint. That's looking like a possum. Definitely something I'd be interested in catching. We just got this massive crater. I just seen a little bullfrog. If I spot a bullfrog, I'll shoot him with the iron. Right there one is. Yeah, they're trying to hide down there, but they ain't doing a good job of it. We got the bullfrogs. I believe that to be some old raccoon footprints, which means that they probably walk this right here, because that right there is down where I said I was going to set that dog proof. I'm assuming they get drinks of water from right here. I can just see myself looking up in a tree and seeing a coon at night. Right here's an old coon track. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to slap some traps up in here. Here is where I'm going to be looking for some rabbits in some bushes. Killed a rabbit up here like 2 weeks ago. So up there I actually jumped a rabbit. Now we're getting back towards that creek. That's how I was going to be trapping at. Just initially looking at the ground, I can see a lot of stuff has been moving through here. But we're about to head back up and get the traps. Just wanted to pretty much show you what we're looking out for. Like right here, it's either armadillo or possibly even little fox footprints. I'm not real sure on that. I know that is a possum right there. But as we can see, from this woods to this and everything in between, just a highway that is untrapped. Look, that's raccoon. So it's gonna be pretty interesting. I'm out for school, like I said, on Thanksgiving break. So I'm just gonna keep the camera rolling while I walk through this, just to get a good idea of everything. Right there's an old footprint, so I can't really tell what that is. It's kind of rained since then. It gets a little bit more woods creek right here. It's more rock than sand. But you can still see something walking through here. Can't tell what. Right there's another footprint. But oh, right there's a trap. Gonna definitely snatch that little thing up. One of my old traps. I found another one up there where I was checking for rabbits. Let's see if this one even works. Who knows, there might be a reason I just left it there. Here it is set. She didn't go off. Sometimes you just gotta push this back more in there. Sometimes they get loose, especially since this one has just been sitting out here. So make sure your rod's definitely back in there on your pan. She works. This is for smaller critters, so I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be using this one. Look at this footprint. Now, if I'm trapping for rabbits or squirrels, this right here is a dang good trap. But I'm not trapping for rabbits today. I really enjoy hunting squirrels more than I do trapping them, so might just slide this back up to my house. This right here is where I usually trap. You can see one of my cage traps. I'm gonna snatch this up and bring her back up here. Whew, there we go. It's really bright out. I'm gonna make sure I fix this trap before I let you go. Yeah, with a lot of your cage traps, what happens is this little lever actually gets pulled out more. So you just push it back in to where it's up against the bar. And boom, she is fixed. Now I'll get y'all when we start setting these traps back over there. Got the pouch with all of our bait. I'm gonna have to let y'all go because I'm not gonna be able to film because I'm gonna be holding the traps. I'll get you when we get to the first spot we're gonna set these. We're at this first location. This is where I'm gonna be setting a foot trap. I'll show y'all guys why. Put our trap right there. Look at this. Fox den. It's fresh. You can see where something's been going down there. So that fox is gonna come out. Right here, we're gonna go ahead and have a trap set. First thing you're gonna wanna do when you're setting a trap is move back all this dirt. Y'all can't see it, but moving back all this dirt. There's actually already a hole here. I don't know how to set a trap here, but that's just perfect. Perfect. Right here. Step on this. Trap is set. Now I ain't got a whole lot of chain at all. I'm gonna have to go find an even smaller tree. So I'm just gonna, oh, yep, right here on this trail. There's a little trail. You know that fox has to walk this trail. Right here, slap dab on the trail. We got the perfect size tree. A red fox can't even climb trees. Makes it that much more perfect. Got our dirt moved back. Coming around. I have to set this chain. Makes me feel like I'm 9 years old again, trapping back in this area. There you go, screwing her up. Stand by. Might be a long video, but it's gonna be nostalgic. How about that? How about that? Gotta make sure you give them some room. Now that we got the trap set, let's grab you some leaves, just barely. I'm gonna set it the same way I would if I was little. Pretty basic. Cover up this right here, because the fox will definitely see that. Now the bait is gonna be pretty interesting. Now that the trap was submerged, look at this. A rabbit leg. Tell me that's not just perfect bait for a fox. A rabbit leg, a rabbit ear, another rabbit ear. Heck, we even got some cat food. Why not? Oh, there's some cat food down right there. And to top it off, I'm gonna give them an Oreo. Gosh dang Oreo. That trap right there could not get no more perfect. And if we get a coon or something, he might climb the tree, but I don't even think there's enough cable for him to. And then right here, just right here, we're going to go ahead and set our cage trap exactly where I said we're going to do it. I'll probably scoot it up to right there. Now we got 2 more dog fruits to set after this, so I'm just going to go ahead and hit. Not that dog fruit out. Oh, and she's caught. Not a big deal though. I'm just gonna set the back right up here to this tree. Now, when you're using a cage trap like this, make sure that you go ahead and you gotta do this pre-trap. Spin them back and forth, just like that. Move some of this brush out the way. Now, I would have put the rabbit leg in here. The chances, I did it. I actually have did this. But the chances of catching a fox in a cage trap are slim to none. So yeah. Cage trap is being a little bit of a freaking turd head. Not stand by. Well, this cage trap is out of commission now. It won't work. It did not too long ago. I caught an armadillo in it. Now she is out of commission. So we're just gonna leave it right there as a reminder that it sucks. Again, I don't want to scare something, so. Sham. We still will set a dog proof somewhere over here, like we were. Let's grab our 2 dog proof traps that we plan on setting. Let's go walk somewhere else. Would have been a good spot for a cage trap. Like walking an animal trail. Good idea. Well, I want to set one of these dog proofs. I'm thinking the other, I find a small tree. Well, any footprints in this mud right here? There sure is. Something walks this. So technically, is that stable? I don't know if I trust that. I like something right there. We'll slide one up under these root. Slide this up under the root. Like I said right there, that just ain't an option. I don't believe something. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna chew out of this root, so I'm gonna attach it to this root. You ain't gonna be able to see me just too good, but you get the idea. Fellas know what's going on. Take my knife and cut this spot under this root. Cut me out a spot. So this is a process. But I'm getting her done. I'm getting her done. Tis true, tis true. Okay. There we go. She is set. Well, not yet. Almost set. Now the dog proof is set. Now I just gotta slap some bait in there. For bait, we're gonna go simple. Some cat food. You really cannot beat cat food. I'm just gonna shove it all down there. Gotta make sure you got them on the trigger, because how dog proof works, they grab them on that trigger, they pull up that trigger, and they're caught. Perfect. Almost switched my sheath. That is perfect.